We wanted everybody to remember that despite all of the hardships and things that have been going on in the world, there is so much to celebrate. Creatives that have been isolated continue to work. They continue to find ways to express themselves, possibly even more so than ever.
I just recently launched my design studio. It's called Bopa Studios.
Day to day, I'm working a full 9 to 5. I've been working on this in the after 5 and the before 9.
Looking at the bench is like the different iterations of it are coming out nicely. We sent one to Australia. Waiting for feedback on that.
There's a lot happening on the international front, which is very exciting for me. I signed with a gallery in Paris at the end of last year, and then I exhibited now in Bordeaux for a month. In May, it was Collectible Design Fair in Brussels, and I'm exhibiting in New York in a month.
Being able to just imagine something and then you bring it to life, it gives you a sense of satisfaction that I just cannot really describe.
It was very important for me to find an expression of the energy that's bubbling at the surface. I think this is something that we really have an opportunity to share with the world. It's something unique, all of our voices coming together in a very positive way.
I've got a big fat drum, I've got a big fat drum. Pounding so bad, I've got a big fat drum, I've got a big. Listen!
So the Right Here, Right Now exhibition is in the beautiful Union House, and that's in the heart of Cape Town, and it's a 4-story building, which is absolutely incredible to visit. The first floor is a very dramatic exhibition. It has a showcase of established designers, but also includes the work of emerging designers like unearthed, who's one of our current finalists on a Hot Young Designer competition, as well as the work of Corsi Lateba in collaboration with Laurie Wiid. Corsi was one of the winners of our Industry Day, and the collaboration is a really showstopper one with 2 incredible benches that were manufactured by Wiid Studios.
Bopa Studios focuses more on emotional design because for me, I believe good design isn't just about how it looks, it's also about how it feels. It should evoke an emotion in you when you have my pieces in your space. Recently, I was approached by Aranda to make a collection of Basotho blankets. So it's a new take on Basotho blankets, a contemporary take of Basotho blankets. I just wanted to bring that modern feel, something that can relate to this new generation.
I also wanted to see how ceramics could be pushed into a larger scale. I then started exploring and experimenting with furniture, and that's where all the pieces came from for the Clout Right Here, Right Now exhibition.
We also have an incredible artwork in this space by Tamlin Blake. She's also the curator of the arts, the Hub art collection. We also had the Kiskama embroiderers. They came through from the Eastern Cape to be here, and they were working on an 8-meter long tapestry, an embroidery that was started in the lockdown, and it's the COVID piece. We have Sandaline from Naturalis. We have the maker's floor, and here we have the guys from Langa that all work on recycled projects through an incredible initiative called Our Workshop. On that same floor we have Ashanti Design work with recycled t-shirt material, and they create incredible lampshades and mirrors all out of this extraordinary material that would have landed up in landfill, and they've now repurposed and upcycled this material to become something absolutely extraordinary. We have a showcase which I'm incredibly proud of. It's the Hot Young Designers prototypes. So 6 of the Hot Young Designers were invited to be here in person. They've been on a journey to see some of their pieces, prototypes, and this was the first time we shared this collection with the public.
I have the piece of bench, which I redesigned from the original concept, and then I also have the Kanyisa lights.
I've been working on refining the Song of the Little Bench. That was one of the top 10 Nando's Hot Young Designer pieces last year, and just refining that into different pieces and a range. Got the opportunity, thanks to Nando's, to collaborate with Talk in Johannesburg to produce a prototype of a Shangri-La chair and ceiling lights, hanging lights.
The Gimba units is inspired by the Swati tradition. When I was designing the Gimba unit, I didn't want to go for the regular rectangular shape. You have a cabinet with 4 legs and all that. I just wanted something that's just organic, that just flows. And the Ndebele wall panel is obviously inspired by the Ndebele culture.
And then Anele Vesi's bench, in collaboration with Mpo from Urbanative, was also there for the public to see.
Mpo took the design and she actually put her flair onto it, which kind of also for me made it very true to the idea of collaborating with someone where both parties are represented within the design. I was thoroughly pleased the entire time.
Katlego, our winners' pieces were made by Dokter Misses, and they're there for people to see. Absolutely exquisite.
It's also looking back at like the idea of like isamu or like the traditional African grass mats, and like how can we take that idea and like bring it into like something that's like a light or like a pendant. Yeah.
I've curated a collection of accessories, small items that are made by many of our established designers and emerging designers. There's a very special piece by Tabisa and Joel, which was launched here, and little lamps that she's made. Lots of incredible ceramic pieces. South Africans are brilliant at ceramics, so there's a wonderful collection included there. And beautiful lights, really incredibly well-crafted lights. Dan Sachs had the most extraordinary new bench and coffee tables that he launched, such beautiful surface design. We also had incredible new chairs and tables from Pedersen and Leonard. It really was great to see that despite the challenges out there, designers really leapt at this opportunity to showcase their new products. Candice Lawrence has a number of new colorways on her mirrors. Just as a showcase of new from established designers, it was really exciting to see all of this new work coming to the fore.
I met a lot of people who actually had a lot of experience in the industry, and I've implemented some of the lessons that I've learned from those people. You cannot grow as a business owner unless you hold yourself accountable for everything that goes wrong in the business. But you grow with your products. As time goes on, as the product improves, you also improve.
We go on a journey with the designers that we notice. So all of the finalists are still part of the ecosystem. It's not just a showcase. It's the tip of the iceberg of what's going on in South Africa in the creative community. Get involved. There is so much potential. There's so much optimism. There's so much energy.